Cape Ashizuri is the land of the Southern Cross. There is a peninsula protruding east of Okayama City shaped like a rushing bull's leg. For this reason, some places in the area have names that are associated with bulls. In ancient times, the peninsula was thought to resemble the leg of Taurus. Eventually, the constellation was drawn, and its scope was expanded, overlapping with constellations in other areas. Facing Taurus is Mitsuboshi in the constellation of Orion at Mount Ino in the Sanuki Plain, and the Little Three Stars in Kotohira Palace. Mount Ino, also known as Sanuki Fuji, is a beautiful conical mountain with an altitude of 422 meters that resembles Mount Fuji. Countless megaliths, which are thought to be Iwakura, are scattered from the middle of the mountain to the summit, and they are known as the Sanuki Fuji megaliths. About 10 kilometers south of Mount Ino is Kotohira Palace at the middle of the mountain, known as Kompira-san. Its name comes from the Sanskrit word Kumbira, a deity that embodied a crocodile living in the Ganges River in India and that has been worshipped as the guardian deity of maritime traffic. Kotohira Palace is located at the position of the Little Three Stars. The nebula in the middle also resembles a giant crocodile. In Japan, Mitsuboshi was worshipped, and when the name of the Indian crocodile Kumbira was introduced, it is thought that the name changed to Kompira-san. Southwest of Mitsuboshi, Mount Ino, and the Little Three Stars, Kotohira Palace, is the Southern Cross, located in Cape Ashizuri in Tosashimizu City. The Southern Cross was an important constellation, serving as a guide since the North Star could not be seen in the Southern Hemisphere during voyages. Near the coast of Cape Ashizuri, there is a plaza with a stone circle known as Tojin Daba, and a group of megaliths overlooking it. Tojin Daba is a circular flat land at an altitude of 230 meters with a diameter of 180 meters. It is large enough to fit a baseball field in it. In the past, there were intentionally arranged stones on site. Academic investigations have been conducted on these sites, but the most notable of these are the paleomagnetic investigations. They are conducted to determine whether stone arrangements are artificial or natural by examining particles with magnetite properties in the rocks and comparing them with the magnetic rows of similar rocks nearby. If a magnetic row matches the surrounding rock, it is thought to have existed naturally, and if it is different, it is assumed to have been placed there by humans. There are also areas where stones have been used to stabilize the rocks, suggesting that they were carried in piles. This investigation was conducted on the megaliths, and as a result, it was found that most of the rocks were in their current positions with movement and rotation. It became clear that the rocks that were originally there were not exposed by weathering to form a group of giant stones, held up by humans. So why did the people of the Jomon era build such a group of megaliths on the slopes of steep mountains instead of on flat ground? The Southern Cross has a dark part next to it called the coal sack, and just above it is a cluster called the jewelry box, with countless colorful stars scattered around. Comparing this arrangement with the ground, the coal sack overlaps with the Tojin Daba, the jewelry box overlaps with the monoliths, and the Southern Cross overlaps with Mount Shirao. In other words, it is the same as the archaeological sites of Cape Ashizuri, and the shape of the Tojin Daba is oval, as is the coal sack. Furthermore, when comparing the jewelry box and the group of monoliths, Their acute angled parts forms a triangle with a similar shape at the top. In addition, a red star shines in the middle of the jewelry box, and the megaliths also contain red stones in the same position. Of the 3 stones called altar stones in the vicinity, the front 2 are blue and the back one is a red megalith, and as a whole, they form a jewelry box. This suggests that the Tojin-daba and the monoliths must be a realistic reflection of the night sky near the Southern Cross. Hair ornaments from around 7,000 years ago have been excavated from this site, and the ancientness of the construction age, along with its accurate realism, are noteworthy. Any feedback is appreciated.